Floyd Mayweather to return? Where? And against who? Please like and subscribe. Help us get to 10,000 subscribers. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Welcome. Welcome to another episode of Sunday Morning Champion. The superstar of the past, the superstar of the next era, and the superstar that never was. All on this episode of Sunday Morning Champion. Is this for real? AB? Versus Floyd Mayweather in Japan? Three things. It makes sense. It makes money. And I'm going to get hated on for this. But AB will win. Not because I hate Floyd. Not because I'm a hater. Not because I think Floyd's overrated or not very good or whatever. I like Floyd a lot more than I like AB. Okay, I'll just be open up about that. It's because Floyd Mayweather is 42 years old. Look, Floyd wasn't a good fighter. He wasn't a great fighter. He was a once-in-a-generation fighter, a special fighter, the best of his era and one of the best of any era. That being said, he's 42. 42, okay? That's old. On top of that, I know we love to hate on Broner. I get it. He's not nearly what he was built up to be. He talks a lot. He doesn't really back it up. That being said, he's pretty good. Now, look, he does a lot of things well. Great hand speed, great punching power. Marcos McDonald said Broner hit him harder than anyone else. Great combination punching, good speed, good athleticism. He's good. Is he going to beat Crawford or Spence? Of course not, right? Not even close. But he's a really good B-plus fighter. And again, Floyd is 42. Floyd Mayweather is 42 years old. And I know you guys love to get nostalgic and say, well, he's one of the best ever, or he is the GOAT, or whatever you guys like to say. Look, Father Time catches up to everybody. On top of that, he hasn't fought in 3 years. And I mean a real fight. Don't give me that pro wrestler or whatever with 0 pro fights, Conor McGregor, whatever. We're talking about real fights. That's the worst sparring session of his life. That was ridiculous. So he hasn't had a real fight since Andre Berto. And that was over 3 years ago. So not only is there going to be considerable ring rust, but he's 42. So he's not going to be nearly as good as he was when he was 32. Why would we get this fight? I don't know. Potentially, I've heard Floyd is out of money, which, look, Floyd's made a ton of money. He also spends a ton of money. So I'm not going to comment on the reason. All I know is the fight seems realistic to me. They're saying he would fight Pacquiao after this. Well, if he gets beaten by Broner, which I would pick if this fight does come off, then there probably wouldn't be a Pacquiao fight. Now, Floyd doesn't think he's going to win. It doesn't think he's going to lose, so it would be 2 paydays in a row for him. Because, look, let's get real. Him fighting Broner is a payday. It is absolutely a big payday for both men. Floyd can fight someone's grandmother and he'd do 1 million pay-per-view sales and make $30, $40, $50 million. Broner might be the second or third biggest draw in American boxing behind, obviously Floyd and then maybe Wilder. But after that, look, AB, as flawed as he is, he sells. He sells at arenas. He does good ratings. People love to hate Broner. This fight makes a lot of money. And it's going to have that element where people think Broner can win. I'm one of them, okay? Father Time catches up to everyone. But let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Am I being realistic? Does Broner have a shot? Also, do you think this fight's realistic or is it just a bunch of hype? We know that Floyd likes to be the center of attention. He always announces these things when there's a big event coming up. Is this fight real? Is it real? And if so, am I out of my mind? Or do you agree with me that because Broner is 12, 13 years younger, whatever he is, that Broner would have a chance to win? And that we're not going to see the same version of Floyd that we saw 3 years ago. Leave your thoughts, comment below. Let me know what you think. I wanted to get to one more thing on this fairly brief episode of Sunday Morning Champion. Devin Haney. This guy's the next great. I don't like to throw that around, but dominating stuff by Devin Haney. threw a shutout against Juan Carlos Burgos, a good, solid fighter, a decent step-up fight. Look, Burgos isn't 100 years old. He was 30. Okay, so it's not like he fought some... Yeah, Burgos has lost all of his big fights, or had 2 draws and then lost the other 2, so he hasn't won any of his big fights. But he fought with Mikey Garcia. He fought Hasegawa, Rocky Martinez. He's been in there with good people. And Devin Haney beat him convincingly every single round, throwing a shutout. Haney put on a show in destroying Burgos, like we said, winning every round on the cards. The hand speed and counterpunching is phenomenal. I mean, the upside for this kid is something special. That double jab he throws is lightning quick, and then he has the counter right hand. I mean, he's tough. Obviously, offensively, he's all there. He even hurt Burgos in the 5th round. You know, some people were questioning his power. I wasn't. He needs to sit on his punches a little bit, but he's got good power. You can see when he lands. When he sits on it, it has an impact. The thing is, he's on his feet a lot, so he's not really sitting down on his punches. But again, he's 19. So those are things that can be worked on and adjusted, and they can have him sit down, they can have him throw his punches. But when he does sit down and get behind his punches, there's good snap on him. On top of that, the footwork and athleticism is unbelievable. He would land a right and get out of the way. It was a masterful performance. He'd land that lead right hand, counter right hand, and then he'd get out of Burgos' sight. And he had Burgos frustrated. Burgos was dropping his hands. I've never seen Burgos, a pro, a tough, rugged pro, get beat up like that. And that includes Mikey Garcia. Like we were talking about the power, the underrated power of Devin Haney. He had Burgos hurt seriously and almost finished in round 5. But give Burgos credit, tough guy, and he got through it. And you know, it may be that Haney needs to work on his finishing touches a little bit, touch up his finishing, because he had him hurt in the 5th and in the final round. His dad really wanted him to get that knockout in the last round. He pushed for it, but he couldn't get it. I don't know if that had more to do with Haney not being able to finish as well. Again, he's 19. He's going to have things to work on. Or if Burgos is just that tough. But it was a really, really good performance. When he was even winning the fight in close. I mean, I think it was about 6th, 7th round where Burgos closed the gap on him. Burgos got on the inside, and he was shoulder rolling and throwing his right hand that was landing on the button, one after another with the right hand out of the shoulder roll position. It was quite a performance. Like I said, him against Ryan Garcia is an absolute joke. He washes Ryan Garcia. I don't see the big deal about Garcia. I think Devin Haney is legitimate. I think he'll be a world champion by the time he's legal to drink. There's not much I can criticize on this performance. If you guys see something different, if I'm missing something, let me know. And he promoted the fight himself too with his dad, which you guys know I'm a fan of. So what's next for Devin Haney? Well, I got a couple of names. We don't know. He can fight at 130 or 135, I think. My plan would be for him to take a step-up fight at the end of the year or January, and then at the end of the year, next year, 2nd, 3rd quarter of next year, is to fight for a world title. So what names can we throw out there right now? Jason Sosa? You know, good test, right? Yuriorkis Gamboa is a name he would sell. James Tennyson? How about Ricky Burns or Ray Beltran? Right, those are the 5 names I came up with. Jason Sosa, Yuriorkis Gamboa, James Tennyson, and Ricky Burns or Ray Beltran. Beat one of those guys, and you're about ready for a championship fight. Beat one of those guys, any one of those 5 guys, before the year ends, or maybe very early in 2019. And the next logical step is a world title. The only question is 130, 135. It's obviously going to be really, really difficult with the 2 champions at 135 being Mikey Garcia and Vasyl Lomachenko, for him to get a title shot at 35. Because they're not going to want to stick him in the ring with either of those 2 guys because he's 19, 20 years old. He's not ready to fight those guys. 130, there's still really good champs, but Mikado, maybe, let's see. But one more step-up fight against a guy like Sosa or Gamboa or Tennyson or Burns or Beltran. Beat those guys, and it looked like you're ready. But let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Am I getting too high, too fast on Devin Haney? Did you guys see any major flaws that I missed? Or do you guys like him just as much as I do? Thoughts, comments below. Let me know what you think and who you'd like to see Haney fight next and what you think his plan should be for eventually getting a world title. Again, for Sunday Morning Champion, this is 3D Boxing signing off, saying thank you and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.